tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. They're always that team that wants to run the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The sure hands, it's Rivero. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the ground with the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Getting some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They'll run play action. Firing to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. The field goal is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Homer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
The Tigers get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really...
Hey, that's a live ball. That is a serendipitous turn of events. With the fumble going out of bounds, they'll maintain possession. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Caught. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Finds his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A little release to the back. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He wants to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trail a little bit in the first half, staying calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Floats it out in space. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
I tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Tosses it back. Oh, he wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. He leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good secondary.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, they couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking the loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires to the big fella. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Stewart. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with it. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick strike complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers.
He's off to the races. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
That's caught. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Movement here from the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Splits the uprights. Good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Hawaii. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Rivero. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure will get... Sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.